So, I'm curious, do your friends like to drink coffee?
I actually love to drink coffee, and I have a problem because my coffee machine is broken.
Oh no. Well, what a coincidence. Our topic for today is coffee. And so your coffee machine is broken, Harp.
Yes, I just discovered this week it's broken because I don't use it very often. I don't drink coffee.
You don't drink coffee? I can't believe it.
I don't drink coffee at all.
So what do you do in the mornings to get yourself awake?
I drink tea.
You drink tea. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, that's respectable.
Is it?
Yes, I like tea as well, but I have a very hard time in the mornings if I don't have a cup or two or three of coffee.
Okay. No, see, growing up, my parents always drank tea, so I wasn't really used to even the smell of coffee before, and I used to always drink tea, even from when I was maybe 11 or 12 years old, just maybe half a cup of tea. And so now I love the taste of tea, and I'm okay with the smell of coffee and find that it can smell quite nice, but the taste can't do it.
Mm-mm. This is what a lot of people say that don't drink coffee. They love the smell, and I agree. I love the smell too, but there's something about the taste. But for me, this is a non-issue.
I think I would be able to drink coffee with a lot of milk and sugar in it, but that just seems quite unhealthy to have to put in a lot of sugar to be able to make it drinkable. So I prefer my tea.
Mm-hmm. And now what type of tea do you like to drink? Are you an Earl Grey type of person?
I am actually exactly that. I love Earl Grey tea.
I wonder how I knew that.
But I also like all sorts of tea, and my parents, when they make tea, they make more of the Indian style cha, and they make it with red rose or Tetley, like an orange pekoe tea.
Okay, well that sounds delicious. I like to drink tea in the evenings. If I drink coffee after 3 p.m., then I'll have a really hard time falling asleep. So in the evenings, I like to drink tea, just like you.
Wow, that's interesting because for me, it's the same thing with tea though. I can't drink tea in the evening because I can't fall asleep, but you have so much caffeine in coffee that you have to switch to tea and then it's okay.
Well, I usually try to drink a decaffeinated tea, like a herbal tea or something like that.
Okay, I understand. And I have to be honest, I just told a lie.
A lie? Oh no, what did you say?
Well, once in a while, occasionally, I'll drink an espresso.
An espresso? Wait a second, that's coffee, not tea.
I know, I did lie and say I don't drink coffee, but for some reason, I don't know why, I really like the taste of an espresso.
Maybe you just like the little cup.
That is a possibility.
And so, to me, an espresso is almost more strong than a regular cup of coffee. What is it about the espresso that does it for you?
Well, I think you were a little bit right when you were saying the small cup. Because it's such a little portion, I can put 1 cube of sugar in it, and then it's just like the right balance of the bitter coffee with the sweetness. It's just the right mixture. I've never found that right mixture with a cup of coffee. It just is too big.
Okay, I understand. Well, that makes sense to me too.
Yeah, but it's very rare that I drink that. But that is the one type of coffee that I will drink.
Now, some Canadians, and some of my friends especially, are coffee snobs. And so this means that they are very picky and very choosy about the coffee they drink. They always want to drink fair trade coffee from a fancy cafe. But I am not like this. I am an average Joe coffee drinker. I want the caffeine, and I will drink pretty much any cup of coffee. So,
will you drink instant coffee?
I have in the past when I travel, but I prefer not to drink instant coffee. It's true. But where I work, it's really close to a Tim Hortons. So this is a ubiquitous cafe in Canada, if you could call it a cafe. It's more like a restaurant. They serve coffee and donuts. And right now, they have a promotion on, the famous Roll Up the Rim campaign. I'm sure you know this.
I do know it. With the disposable cup for your coffee, you roll up the tip of the cup and you can win a prize. So it kind of entices people to go there more often and to buy even more coffee.
And I am on the greatest winning streak of all time. I swear I haven't paid for a coffee in like 2 months. I just keep winning a free coffee with each new coffee that I get.
But do you drink it right away or do you keep the cup for the next time you want coffee?
Right. So I get a cup of coffee and then I drink the coffee and then I roll up the rim, which is actually pretty gross, but you have to roll up the rim. And then it says, you have won, and it's great. And then I just sort of tuck that away in my pocket until the next time I need a coffee. So the next day I'll come back and repeat the cycle.
I really wish that you'll win one of the bigger prizes, like a car. I think there's even vacations you can win.
Me too. I hope so. But yeah, usually in the past with these types of contests, I never win anything. But this winter has been amazing. And I've won so much. And yeah, I hope I get a car. That'd be great. We'd drive around.
Now, speaking of your coffee at Tim Hortons, do you get a double-double?
No, I try to avoid the sugar, so I don't go for a double-double, which of course means 2 sugars and 2 creams.
Okay, so you get it with just the cream?
Just 1 cream, just a little bit of cream.
Okay.
And I was actually in line the other day and I heard somebody order a triple.
That's what my mom likes to drink.
A triple.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if anybody has done a quadruple.
That seems a bit excessive. And I've heard that even the double is quite sweet.
I don't know if I could handle that either.
Yeah. A lot of people drink coffee black, which I have to be honest, I can't even imagine. I've taken a little sip of black coffee and I can't do it. It's too strong and too bitter for me.
I always used to drink my coffee black until maybe 2 years ago. I switched to putting a little cream or milk in because it was hurting my stomach.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
So I think you're right. It is very acidic.
That's why tea is way better.
Yeah, tea is good for your stomach, right? It's the opposite.
Yep, and there's lots of antioxidants in tea.
Yeah, so you're making a convincing argument for tea over here. But for now, I'll stick with my coffee.
Okay. I actually sometimes feel jealous of people who drink coffee because it seems like it's kind of a cult.
One of the things that I enjoy about it is the ritual. These are the things that I enjoy is rituals. You know, you wake up every morning and you make your cup of coffee and then you drink it before you go to work. And it's a routine. And these are things that I like.
Can you leave your house without drinking a cup of coffee?
Yeah, no, it's interesting that you ask because this year, one of my New Year's resolutions was to drink less coffee because I was just drinking a ton while I was in school. As a student, staying up late and writing papers, it was just bad. So I tried to cut down to just 1 cup a day. And I'd say for the first month of this year, for January, I did really, really well. I actually stopped drinking coffee altogether. I was just drinking tea. And this was okay, but it's just not the same as coffee. So now I'm back on the caffeine, helped by Tim Hortons and the free coffees they're giving me. But I have reduced my consumption. But it's difficult for me to leave the house without a cup of coffee. You got me.
Okay. Yeah, no, I usually go to work and that's where I have my first cup of tea. I'm pretty good in the morning, but it's funny, my mom cannot function without a cup of tea. So I remember when I was even maybe 15 years old and I was working at my first job at McDonald's and I would have to sometimes open the restaurant, which was at 5:30 or 6 in the morning, and she would drive me. But she required me to wake her up at least 20 minutes before I had to leave so that she could make a cup of tea.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people like this. This reminds me of my parents too. When they'd wake up early to drive me to a hockey game or something, they'd always have a cup of coffee in hand. Got to get up early to make the coffee before they leave the house.
Yeah, that's why people love the new programmable coffee machines where you can just put in the time and it's ready when you wake up.
That's what I have, yep. It saves me 20 minutes in the morning.
Yeah.
I think that wraps it up for today. We talked about coffee and also tea.